Imagine returning from a space mission only to find that your life and the world around you has subtly, disturbingly changed. That's the premise of Constellation, Apple TV Plus's mind-bending sci-fi thriller that explores the limits of reality, the mysteries of quantum physics, and the profound human experience. Created by Peter Harness, known for his work on Doctor Who and the War of Worlds, the series stars Noomi Rapace as Jo Ericsson, a Swedish astronaut who returns to Earth after a catastrophic solo mission, only to discover that nothing is quite as she remembers. The series begins with Jo making a harrowing solo return from the International Space Station after a mysterious collision with the decayed remains of a Soviet cosmonaut. But when she touches down on Earth, she quickly realizes something is off. Her family, her friends, even her daughter Alice, all of them seem slightly different. People she thought she knew well act strangely. Memories don't line up. It's as if she has stepped into a parallel version of her own life. In her investigation, Jo encounters her doppelganger daughter, Alice, and discovers ghost tapes, radio transmissions from astronauts who seem to be in distress, only to later appear unharmed. These eerie phenomena suggest the existence of alternate realities, challenging the very nature of what we consider real. The tension in Constellation comes not just from Jo's struggle to understand her altered reality, but from the show's ability to mix human emotion with mind-bending science. At its core, it's a story about loss, identity, and the terrifying uncertainty of knowing that the world may not be as it seems. The series draws inspiration from a real scientific instrument aboard the ISS, the Cold Atom Lab, or CAL. CAL is designed to study ultra-cold quantum gases, allowing scientists to explore phenomena like superposition, entanglement, and the observer effect in ways that are impossible on Earth. In Constellation, the show extrapolates these concepts into a dramatic premise: the CAL experiment as a potential trigger for shifts between parallel realities. While the idea of a quantum experiment literally altering reality is a creative liberty, the concepts themselves are rooted in real physics. Superposition, for example, is the idea that a particle can exist in multiple states at once until observed. Entanglement describes particles that are connected across space and time, affecting each other instantly, even at great distances. And the observer effect suggests that measurement can fundamentally influence what is being observed. By dramatizing these phenomena, Constellation invites viewers to ponder the very fabric of reality, while grounding its story in legitimate science. Peter Harness has noted that astronauts often report unexplainable auditory and visual phenomena in space sounds that seem to have no source, lights, or shapes that appear and vanish. These real-life experiences inspired much of the show's eerie atmosphere. The combination of isolation, zero gravity, and sensory distortion creates a sense of dislocation that the series amplifies to explore alternate realities in human psychology. The show also raises profound questions about identity. If our reality shifts ever so slightly, what makes us who we are? Are our memories truly ours, or are they malleable? Constellation uses the sci-fi lens to examine universal human fears: the fear of losing loved ones, the fear of change, and the fear that the world we take for granted may not be fixed at all. It's impossible to talk about Constellation without addressing its cinematic style. The show's visual language: cold, stark space stations, dimly lit corridors, and flickering screens mirrors Jo's inner disorientation. The sound design amplifies her unease, with subtle, otherworldly noises hinting at unseen forces at work. Noomi Rapace delivers a performance that is both grounded and haunting, conveying the terror of questioning reality while maintaining a deeply human emotional core. The narrative structure itself challenges viewers to pay close attention. Time shifts, overlapping realities, and ambiguous sequences force the audience to question what is real alongside Jo. This isn't just a story about quantum physics or space, it's about perception, memory, and the fragility of human experience. While Constellation is deeply rooted in scientific concepts, it also leans heavily into speculation. Could a cold atom lab experiment really cause reality to shift? Most physicists would say no, at least not in the dramatic way the series depicts. However, the theories of parallel universes, superposition, and entanglement are all real active areas of research. The show takes these principles and asks a provocative question. What if our reality is just one of many possibilities, constantly branching and overlapping? And what if human observation or technological interference could make us aware of those other branches? This mix of hard science and speculative fiction is part of what makes Constellation so compelling. It's a show that entertains, thrills, and provokes thought about the universe and our place in it. It pushes viewers to ask questions like, how well do we really understand our world? Could small, seemingly insignificant events shift the course of reality? And ultimately, how much of what we perceive is shaped by our own consciousness? The themes of isolation, grief, and existential uncertainty resonate deeply because they are universally human. Jo's journey is both cosmic and personal. She navigates the vast emptiness of space and the intimate complexities of her family, blending the epic with the intimate in a way that few shows manage. Constellation also encourages viewers to engage with science in a meaningful way. By referencing real experiments and legitimate quantum mechanics principles, the show sparks curiosity about the nature of the universe. It's a gateway for audiences to learn about entanglement, superposition, and the observer effect, while being entertained by a gripping, suspenseful narrative. In the end, Constellation is a series that stays with you long after the credits roll. It challenges the mind, stirs the imagination, and explores the profound implications of quantum physics on human existence. While the events of the series may not happen in reality, the questions it raises about identity, memory, and the fabric of the universe are very real. For anyone fascinated by science, the unknown, or the philosophical implications of our rapidly advancing technological world, Constellation is more than just a TV show. It's a journey into the infinite possibilities of reality itself. So if you're ready to have your mind blown and your perception of reality challenged, set aside some time to watch Constellation.